Hi there, Darren Laverty again. So now I'm going to talk about the number 4 in the biggest mistakes made by financial educators. So in our industry, a lot of bright people, as you know, very well educated, highly qualified, and they live in a world where they use a completely different language to ordinary people. They use things like nil rate band, they see things like target return mandate, or efficient frontier, or GAD rates, or IHT, or asset allocation. And of course, you know, in my world, we know exactly what that means. It's our language, it's what we use, but to the ordinary person, to your employees, they haven't got a clue what that means. Okay, so the key thing is here, if you're a financial educator, keep it simple. In the old days, they used to have an acronym, KISS, K-I-S-S, which stood for Keep It Simple, Stupid. And the basic logic here is that if you imagine you're reading a book, okay, and there's a word on a page which you don't understand, that one word, whilst you skip over it because you decide to get on with the rest of the book, that one word is parked in your subconscious. And what it's doing, it's working its magic. What it's doing, it's taking your attention away. So whilst you're reading the words, they're not going in. And if you've ever done that before, you might notice that you absolutely don't know what you've just read. You've gone through 2 or 3 pages, but since beyond that word you didn't understand, you don't recall anything that you've just read. So you have to go back and grab a dictionary and get that word sorted out so you understand what it means in the context. So the same thing goes for financial education. If we're educating employees and we confuse them with some terminology or some acronym that they just don't understand, then the rest of it is just going to be gibberish to them. It's going to be gobbledygook, completely different language. So one of the tips that I do, if I'm unsure about it, I check with the audience. I ask them, and I ask them to stick their hands up. You know, does anybody not know what this particular thing means? And even if they don't put their hands up, I explain it to them in plain English anyway, just to be safe, because a lot of people are a bit too shy. So just ask the audience, check, stick their hand up, and then tell them in plain English what it means. Otherwise, what happens is quite dangerous, because what happens is they stop listening. You notice they start to get a bit fidgety. They get on their smartphones, having a little look down like that. They also, one thing to watch out for is coughs. If you can hear coughs in your audience, they've switched off. Coughing in an audience means they're bored, okay? And what happens is you might have another 20 minutes to go, and while they're feeling like that, they're feeling like it for the next 20 minutes. That negative feeling that they have, they're associating that feeling to you and to your company and to your financial education program. Okay, they can't wait to get out of there. They'll avoid it in the future. You'll have a nightmare trying to get them back into re-engage with the thing in the future. So then what they'll do, they'll go out to the offices and out to the workplace, and the grapevine will kill it. The grapevine will do the rest. They'll be telling their mates and their colleagues, don't bother going to that, it's boring, it's pointless. So the message here, very simple. If you want to be effective with your financial education, keep it simple. Thank you.